Welcome one more day to space in Harmonia, and let's continue in this therapeutic trip in Portugal. This is the fourth day, and we arrived a while ago from Ponte de Lima, the oldest village in Portugal. You can watch the scenery in another video, but in this one I would like to explain a bit more what I mean by marine therapy. We are by the sea, so we are somehow absorbing certain nutrients that come from seawater. As I was explaining the other day, as I was walking by the sea on the beach, we can absorb the nutrients through the feet when we walk on bare feet on the beach, but we also can breathe certain elements and absorb by osmosis the salt and certain substances that are in the atmosphere near the sea. And all this was part of therapy since ancient times. It is known that the Dead Sea has a high concentration in salt, and it has been used for therapeutic means since ancient times. We also know certain pools of salty waters in Turkey, Greece and other parts, as well as thermal baths, all of which were used for therapeutic reasons in ancient times. However, thanks to the discoveries of a physiologist and biologist known as Quinton from France, we now have scientific basis for this marine therapy, as he called it. He was born at the end of the 19th century, and around the 1905, I think, he founded an institute for the research of the use of seawater. And he found out that people can get recovered from different ailments because the composition of the seawater is very similar to our blood, the composition of the blood. And he realized that it's possible to restore human cells by the specific administration of seawater. Obviously, this must follow a planification. You cannot drink seawater all the time because you can get dehydrated. So it's necessary to provide the seawater in certain proportions. He did it by means of injections and also by giving it to people to drink. And as I said, the results were proven to be effective, and now many people have been reporting the benefits of drinking certain seawater in certain proportions, and also by injection. I watched a wonderful documentary the other day, and many people report recovery from diabetes, from certain lung diseases, and there are many testimonies, so this is not fake, and it makes sense because the body produces the right amount of water and regenerates the tissues when all the elements are present. And as I said, all the elements we need are in the sea, the origin of biological life on this planet. So the thing is that marine therapy has proven to be effective, and I have to say that I'm testing it with my dad. We have been drinking seawater for more than a month, and in a hypertonic condition. We have been drinking from a 5-liter bottle that we buy in a special shop that sells ecological herbs and different types of alternative medicines. And this water comes from the Cabo de Gata in the south of Spain, and it's taken from 4 kilometers from the coast at 40 meters in the depth of the sea. And it's also filtered. This is very important because it's known that the sea has a tremendous capacity to regenerate itself, to absorb all poisons, to break up anything that has any danger for life. However, the amount of toxicity that the human beings are releasing to the sea are too high, and it's true that we can find microplastics and also certain oils in the sea. So it's preferable to drink seawater that has been filtered and prepared for human consumption. Anyway, many people still report benefits drinking water from the sea, especially from cleaner areas. Not any beach can be suitable for that. But I think it's possible to drink water from the beach and be okay in small proportions. If you drink seawater, it can be consumed in two ways, in a hypertonic or isotonic mode. Hypertonic is in a greater proportion, for instance, 75% of seawater and 25% of lemon water. In isotonic mode would be 25% seawater and 75% of sweet water, normal water. And this makes a perfect drink that restores all the minerals we have, and also the perfect proportion of 9% of salt. We need salts so that energy flows. Even sportmen know this. They drink isotonic beverages, which also contain sugar. But when we drink seawater, we are adding up more than 70 minerals and components that we need. And you won't find them in any of the isotonic drinks you are sold in the stores. I can assure you that. So it's worth making a try if you are interested in a more natural therapy and trust the power of nature. There is actually a wonderful documentary about all this. I will leave the link down below so you can do the research on your own. I think there is a translation in English. I watch it in Spanish and I love it. I would like to watch it again actually to absorb more details. But there you will find testimonies and also scientific data. And as I don't want to make the video too long, for now it's enough. Let's continue with this trip and we will see what comes out. Check the community section because sometimes I publish certain explanations with pictures. And as I said, I will try to keep the English speaking listeners updated with English videos. So thank you very much for listening and let's continue with this trip.